I have to fix this. I look good in the middle. I need to move it. Oh, we're live, by the way, and they can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hi, chat. Thank you for your
Hello.
patience. There was some things to figure out this morning. I'm a little low energy because of the new meds and stuff. But we wanted to get some Yuri to you guys.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Is the audio okay?
Oh yeah, let us know. Is the audio okay? Can you hear us both fine? So here's what I'm gonna do. And then, yes, that's better. Move me to the side. Not all the way. And then move Zai in front of me. Or like that. That works.
Mm-hmm. Also, is my mic catching my every breath? If I go, can you hear it?
I was able to hear that, but I think it's because you're exaggerating it. Until now, I didn't hear it though.
Okay, thank God.
Maybe a little smaller.
Make it like 6 but 9.
Okay, I think that should be fine. That should be good. One would hope. If it's in the way, you guys can. Why are you snuffling in my ear? Are you talking to me or Zai?
Me? I don't know. I have to keep it closed to my mouth for it to pick up. Because if I go back, it goes quiet.
Oh, there was a
But if I go
hydrate
here-
redeem. Oh, get your water, Zai. Why don't you hydrate too? Let me get some water too.
Oh yeah, I have a cup of
BRB.
water ready. I'm ready this time, chat. Yummers.
Alright, they have a little coconut water. I'm gonna drink some coconut water. I'm probably dehydrated. I went on a walk this morning before I drank any water because I didn't have any water ready in my house.
You didn't have water in your house?
I didn't have it like ready because I use I have to filter the water. And so I didn't have it already ready in the fridge. So I went on a walk and I got some coconut water on my walk, but I didn't drink it.
That's good. Coconut water is really good.
Yeah, very good. Hydrating. We might do a slightly shorter stream today just because last time all that reading was a lot. Like that was low-key a lot. Today Zai has volunteered to be the narrator. Thank you, Zai.
I'm nervous.
Oh, I forget. I have to stream it to you in Discord too. Hold on. Let me do that.
Oh yes.
Because there will be a delay if you try to watch the stream. There we go. Okay, I should be streaming to you on Discord now. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, okay, athlete. Who?
You der.
Alright, let's start the game.
Alright, where did we leave off? Where did we left off?
She in the house she has a bedroom and Henny was released.
Oh yeah.
Faster, Meike, faster!
No, we're already done with this.
Faster, Meike, faster! You have to keep moving or else. Oh god, they're gaining on us.
Venom, we're already done with this.
Wait, is this the beginning? Is this the beginning?
Yes, this is our... Yes.
Oh, I have to load
saves.
from a save, huh?
Yeah,
Act 2 through the...
Did you not save?
I did save, I did save.
Thank God.
Well, Meike began to drift off into an uneasy slumber. Henny... Oh wait, you're the narrator.
Yes. While Meike began to drift off into an uneasy slumber, Henny was busy cutting her own way through the dense, sprawling forest. Wait. A second. Okay, here we go. Magdalena. Is that how you pronounce it? Magdalena? Magdalena?
Magdalena, maybe? I don't know, honestly.
Magdalena, right? Yeah, Magdalena. Magdalena had Magdalena had been as good as her word. She had indeed Henny free, a concussion that Henny hadn't expected from her. Click. Monsters weren't known for their amenability, nor for their sincerity. Henny had believed, when Magdalena had dragged her bodily from that cold, hateful prison, that she would be put to death, torn apart, like the bandits in the forest had been. Henny's heart had hammered in her chest with each step through these subterranean cells, and inwardly she had cursed Magdalena's name.
Hold on, let me turn this down just a little bit. It started getting kind of loud. Maybe like here?
Yeah, this is Henny's POV.
Yeah, this
so
is
she
Henny's
didn't kill
POV.
her. She had thought of demanding that vampire let her go, but common sense had told her any act of resistance would be in vain. Magdalena would not listen to her. Why would she? When Henny was but a human woman, and a short, dowdy one of unproposing features besides. Possessing, sorry.
That was I'm not gonna lie, that word was crazy. I don't even know what that means.
Unproposing? God. Henny had been prepared to die for Meike's sake, but she hadn't wanted to die needlessly while Meike suffered still.
Oh wait, quick check-in. So today I'm Meike, right? And today you're Magdalena?
Sure,
do you want to do that, or do you want to do that, or do you want to stay Meike today?
What do you want to do, dude?
I honestly don't have a preference either way. I'm good with either.
I'll do Magdalena.
You want to do Magdalena? Okay.
Yes. Fear had dogged her, sewn beneath her skin like 1,000 needles. 1,000 needles. Okay. Damn. But in the end, Magdalena had surprised Henny. She had, after all, led Henny through her large, dust-covered entrance hall and out to the front door.
By the way, let us know if the sound effects are too loud. Because it almost sounds a little bit loud to me, but I can't tell if it's also loud to you guys.
Oh, damn. Well? Magdalena had addressed Henny thus, one eyebrow raised as she pushed the door ajar. Are you going to leave like your silly sentimental mistress while you two... wanted you two? Or would you prefer to stand here looking stupid?
What?
Do you want to do Henny?
You knew Meike is my mistress all this time?
Of course I did. Do you take me for a fool? I wasn't born yesterday. Deception isn't very hard to sniff out once you have been once one have been alive for as long as I, and your mistress' attempts at subterfuge were laughably poor.
Oh, I thought the same myself. Meike always loses when we play card games. She's awful at them, really, but goodness. If you already knew that Meike is my mistress and I'm the maid, why are you letting me go and not her?
Well, why not? I can do as I please. This is my home, and I am free to decide who I allow to stay here.
It is, yes, but...
Enough. It is not your place to question my decisions, human. You must remember to respect your elders and your betters. I have decided to let you go out of the goodness of my heart. I released you from your cell, and now I have even brought you to my front door. But still, you will not go. Do you like it here so very much? Please don't tell me you have a death wish. That would undermine all your poor mistress's ploys. If you truly loved her, you would not let her noble sacrifice go to waste now, would you? Henny had grit her teeth together as she regarded Magdalena, stung by her words. Magdalena was not so very tall, nor very imposing, but her supreme self-confidence was unsettling, as was the latent malice which lurked beneath her pristine smile. Had Henny not seen what Magdalena was capable of in the woods, she would not have been known to fear her. Henny had seen what Magdalena could do, however, and it unsettled her. The bandits' screams and their severed limbs would not leave her, daubed against her eyelids just as their blood had been splashed, red and streaky, across the forest floor. Henny had known that she could not fight against Magdalena, and neither could she argue with her. It had been abundantly plain, much as the nose upon Henny's own face, that she would not let Meike go. She had already made up her mind.
All right then. I'll leave if that's what you're after. I won't forget you though, Magdalena. I won't forget what you've done to me or to Meike, and I won't forget that you're still holding her captive. I'll come back. I swear it on my mom's life, and I won't leave without Meike.
Really now? That is quite the declaration. I suppose I shall look forward to seeing you again then, Lady Henrique. It gets so lonely here, living in this desolate old pile, and I do love entertaining guests. I'll be sure to save you a place at my tea table. Tea table? Ensuring that you are able to make it out of the forest in one piece, of course. It is awfully dark out there, and look at all the fog. I don't much fancy your chances, but what do I know? You might be more durable than you look. Henny had not dignified this teasing retort with an answer. Instead, she had turned, trying to assume as much dignity as she could, which, given her life spent serving the Von Essen family, was more than one might have assumed, and marched off with her head held high. If her shoulders had trembled when she entered the forest, it had not been too apparent. Damn, she really let her go in the dark. Now free from Magdalena's clutches, Henny continued to pick her way through the woods. Henny thought of Magdalena and of Meike, and how her poor mistress must have been faring as she trudged onwards. Her thoughts strayed to, on occasion, to her own safety, and whether she really would be able to emerge from the woods unscathed. But whenever she began to doubt herself, she bit the inside of her cheek in self-rebuke. It was not, Henny told herself, a case of if she would be able to escape from the woods, but when. Henny knew if she succumbed either to wild animals or the icy air, Meike's fate would be sealed. Ooh. Meike was relying upon her, which meant she had to keep going. There was nothing else for it but to keep putting one foot the other, no matter how many times it took. Oh my god.
This is
Henny
a cool
continued
scene.
to walk. Her dark eyes focused on the uneven path ahead. It was dark in the forest, and the moon did little to light her way. The trees were dense, the foliage vast, and only a few silvers of milky light could penetrate their bower. The wind blew cold and sharp, further teasing Henny's dark hair to disarray. Her dress, which was stained and dirtied from the night's exertions, flustered about her legs. Back then, Henny had thought of only escaping from the bandits. She had squeezed Micah's hand tightly in her own and had pulled her along as a child might a beloved toy, careless of which direction they had been fleeing. Henny hadn't known where they were going. She hadn't much care either. She had only wanted to save herself and her mistress too. Now, Henny walked at a more regular pace. Her limbs were too weary to run. By God, her legs felt like lead, and she felt the need to preserve her strength. The hours passed by in a blur, unbeknownst to Henny, who had no timepiece as she walked. She did not know where Augsburg was, or if she was even moving in the right direction. She could have been doubling back upon herself for all she knew. It did not seem to matter very much. Henny was no stranger to physical labor, but she had been walking for such a long time. Her soles were beginning to blister. Each step induced a new, exquisite agonies within her, which made her gasp. Her bones seemed to scrape together, and a cranker on her ankle burst, filling her shoe with pus. Ew!
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
All the while, the cool wind tugged at her hair, nipped at her cheeks, whipped her skirts about her thighs. Damn, she's going through it.
Yeah.
Henny heard, or thought she could hear, a faint howling in the distance, like that of stalking wolves. Oh. She gonna die? Agitation seized her, an agitation so great she could not quell it even by biting the inside of her cheek. Her mouth filled with blood, her tongue tingling with its coppery tang as she hurried on. Oh my God, stop biting so hard, girl.
Poor Henny.
Yeah. She moved between the trees, fitfully aware of the howling, which no longer sounded as distant as once it had. Oh. It was growing louder and louder, rattling about inside her skull like a stone, until...
Oh.
Oh? Henny exclaimed, surprised as she burst through a corpse of thickly packed trees and out onto a mud path.
I'm so, I read the words like this and I'm just so curious, like...
A corpse? Oh! It
People
was a
used
corpse.
to-
I was like, oh,
well, it was copes, but it's just like I don't ever see words like this used, and I'm so
Coast.
curious what
Oh my God.
what this person's other
Coast.
writing is like. Like they use such like complex,
too literate.
like extremely literate, like very complex, very
Coast. I
rare
read it
words that you
corpse,
don't really
dude.
hear used. It's so interesting.
Okay. She had emerged at long last onto a road, one of many which
Oh,
twined
finally.
through the tall trees of the forest. There, not so far away, she could see the source of the noise which she had heard. It was not a pack of hungry wolves after all, but a carriage drawn by two thin, hungry-looking horses. Oh my God, she's not gonna die. Hardly able to believe her luck, Henny dashed to the carriage and then cried out breathlessly to the coachman seated upon it.
Yes, Fonduzi, Yuri time. Wait. Oh,
Your turn.
please wait. Will you not stop for me? I'm in dire need of help. I need to go to Augsburg immediately before it's too late. It's very, very important. I swear, good sirs. My poor mistress's life is in danger, and I'm the only one who can save her. If you don't help me, I fear she might die.
Oh.
The fucking effect.
Meike felt disoriented when she awoke the following day. Oh my God, in an unfamiliar bed, which smelt of something spoiled.
Musty
Did you
ass
pee yourself?
bed. Oh, of course you went for that joke. Somebody in chat said 2 himbos ragging on a visual novel for having too many big words. But like,
God.
it's not even bragging. It's just like I don't see writing like this anymore. Like it feels like I'm reading, because it's interesting because this is obviously a modern, like somebody wrote this in modern day, but it's written like I'm reading an Edward Allan Poe. Is that what his name? Edgar Allan Poe? Edgar Allan Poe
Edgar.
book. But this is like somebody who likely was born in the 90s or 2000s writing this. It's so like I it just makes me wonder like why and how do they write like that?
It took Meike a few months to become fully cognizant of her surroundings. Oh, a few moments. Oh my god, cognizant of her surroundings. Okay. She's up. The princess is awake. She had slept little the night prior and her head ached, her eyes pulsing in the sockets like molten steel. What does that even mean?
That's a good question. I didn't analyze that sentence at all. Oh, and it went back for some reason. She had slept little the night prior, her eyes pulsing in their sockets like molten steel. How does molten steel... What?
All right.
Pulsing in their sockets like molten steel. I don't understand that metaphor. Do you guys understand that metaphor?
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Hey. In the nightgown.
Crockily.
The room kind of looks nice in the daylight.
Yeah. It matches her, actually. Her hair.
Yeah.
I like the color theme. Groggily, Meike pressed the heel of her palm to her eyes and rubbed against them. Then she looked around in earnest, but soon found herself confused. The bedroom Meike found herself in was unlike any she had seen before, that she initially wondered whether she was still dreaming. Isn't that bad? She pinched the inside of her arm in the hopes that the room would shift like water, but it remained immutable. She must have been awake then. The pain made this irrefutable. Yeah? Irrefutable. Even if the chill which assailed her did not. What? Meike had faint recollections of running through the forest last night. Her parents had both been stabbed in their carriage, or so Henny had told her. What does that mean? Are they still alive then? But these memories remains a blur.
I think it just means that because she hit her head, she just straight up does not remember that.
Yeah, she's just going with what Henny said. Meike could not recall her parents' final moments, but she could remember awaking in the dungeons of an unfamiliar abode, governed by an unfamiliar woman.
Henny's so cute. Henny's such a cutie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This woman, who had introduced herself as Magdalena, had claimed to be a vampire, and now Meike was her prisoner.
You randomly got an accent.
Sorry. Oh my god. Dude, I've been listening to audiobooks, and most of them the narrators are British, and oh my god.
Hey, if you want to practice your British accent, go for it.
No, I don't want to practice it. It just comes out, dude. I just absorb what I hear.
Oh my god, someone in chat said, Henny, my mistress is in mortal danger. Meike, who is now getting her back blown out by a hot vampire. Oh no, help, save me. She's not getting her back blown out yet. She just woke up. You skipping a few steps. She's not got her back blown out yet.
She's ready though. She looks like she's ready though. Look at her. What is she wearing, bro?
Also, the artist keeps making her nipples hard.
Damn.
Did you read this one already?
The bedroom.
Oh, okay.
No. The bedroom Meike found herself in seemed even more miserable in the daylight than it had last night.
Wow.
Obscured by a veil of darkness.
Damn. Hi, Cece. Hi, Cece. Cece snuggle. Cece, do you want to read some of the story?
Cece wants to join the Yuri too. Yeah. Cece wants the sauce.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Meow. Meow.
Alright, let me put you back down.
Oh my god, she's so fucking cute.
Ooh, the Meike or the cat?
What the fuck? No, your cat.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Oh my god.
She's a sweetheart. She's biting me now. She's feeling feisty. She play bites me a lot. But yeah, that was her input on the story. She read this line for us actually, so we can move on from it.
So real. So true, yes. The furniture, though luxurious, was scuffed, the carpet threadbare, the basin upon the bedside table covered in hairline cracks. Dust covered every conceivable, surface, and spiders had made their homes in the corners of the room. The gossamer webs outstretched like grasping fingers. Is that how you say it? What is that even? Gossamer? Gossamer?
I have no idea. I wish you know, it's so funny because I know for some of these words I help you out, but like a lot of these words are beyond my English too. Like I don't fucking gossamer?
Oh my god, dude.
Gossamer? Gossamer.
Gossamer. The air was just so stagnant. Meike felt compelled to open one of the windows, but her attempts were in vain. Damn. You breathing that nasty air. The windows were locked, and she could find no key to aid her.
Probably all black mold and asbestos she breathed in.
Perturbed?
Yeah, I think it's perturbed.
Meike slumped down at the desk by the window, then stared through the stained, smeary glass. Glass. What is it smeared with? Cum?
What?
Magdalena's
Why would you say that?
Oh, sorry. I can't. Okay. Oopsies. I won't say it again.
Why would that be the first thing to pop into your head of what it could be smeared?
Because, like, it was freaking white. Like, it was like this milky color. What else could it be?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Like dust? Like just general filth?
Whatever, man.
Ew.
Magdalena's gardens sprawled out before her in a dense, twisted tangle. Perhaps there had been flower beds in this garden once, neatly planted, and an apple orchid, and any number of other arboreal delights, but age had spoiled it all. Meike was no gardener, but she could deduce at a glance that Magdalena's garden had been unloved for years.
Damn, she just let her whole house go to shit.
Beyond the walls of Magdalena's garden was the forest, at all tall, imposing, not so dissimilar, from the proud oak which guarded the von Essen family mausoleum. The trees emerged from the fog, their boughs. Yeah, is that boughs? Boughs. Boughs?
Bows. I mean, hey, I really don't know. I really don't know.
Trees
Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh my god, I should pay more attention in English class, dude. Festooned in darkly verdant leaves.
Whole time your English gets better than mine. Because I don't. If your English class teaches you this, you'd have more advanced English than me at that point.
There were so many trees that Meike couldn't see very far beyond them. Perhaps there wasn't much to see at all out here other than nature. Nature. The rest of the world seemed very distant indeed. Meike herself might have been a figure from a fairy tale. A languishing maiden trapped inside a tower by a wicked witch, unable to escape. Oh my god. The sun hung over the treetops, suspended, half hidden by clouds. Its rays were weak and did little to dispel the cold which pervaded inside Meike's bedroom. Looking out the window made Meike feel more trapped than lying in her bed had. At least, in her bed, she could imagine that somebody might come and rescue her.
Somebody might come, alright.
I'm already coming, okay?
Oh,
Seeing the seeing the dense trees which surrounded Magdalena's gardens made these hopes feel hopelessly naive. However, hope feels hopelessly naive.
made
Okay.
these hosts feel hopelessly naive. Okay, like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Like we see that too, right? Like, so, like you guys, like, come on, guys. This is not that easy to read
Hopes are
sometimes.
hopeless. Hopes feel hopeless.
My hopes feel hopeless.
All right. Who would dare venture all the way into the woods in the hopes of finding her?
Me.
Hope is a running theme for those sentences. We said hope how many times?
At least 2, I think. I'm
3.
joking. Walter. Well, that was a joke. Walter might well send out a search party, but he would have no idea where to begin searching, and Meike wasn't certain if she much wanted Walter to find her either. What does that even mean?
You don't want that man to find her.
You don't want to go home?
Well, not with Walter.
Damn, who else if not Walter? All your family dead, girl.
Oh,
Damn.
Well, when you put it like that, I think maybe she just want to go home with Henny. I know that. Okay, so like, I don't think I'm fully over the way they really just like completely did Henny dirty and made her seem like she was like the ugly friend, because she's so cute, and I know that it's supposed to be like skinny, beautiful woman with skinny other vampire woman, but I really like Mike and Henny as a ship. Like they would be so cute together.
Yeah.
So she's gonna go. She wants to go home with Henny. She wants Henny to save the day and pick her up and pull her on a horse and save the day and blow her back out.
True.
That's my belief.
Which one do you think will be blowing who's back out? Do you think Meike or Henny?
Oh, Henny's the top. Henny's the top, 100%. Meike, like really hearing her, like she's incredibly bottom. Like she's incredibly bottom. Because even they're like, just sitting here imagining someone could save me. That's super bottom, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like if she had more top energy, she'd be throwing that bowl around the room and like smashing shit and like, ah! But she's just kind of like,
True.
I guess this is my
Let me
fate.
out.
I hope somebody saves me. She's very, she's
Girl, just
very,
smash the window.
she's very damsel in distress.
True. She looks very cute, very pretty. Why is she as pale as Magdalena though? Look at her skin, bro. She's as white as her dress.
I think there's some interesting beauty standards going on with the art concepts for this, because I think that's supposed to be part of what makes her so beautiful and stunning. She's skinny and pale like a vampire.
Wow.
She has blue eyes. I think that's the whole little shtick. Anyway.
Alright, yeah. She would languish. Is that languish? Yeah, languish inside
Yes,
Magdalena's
I think.
home, wasting away like the flaking paint upon the walls. Until... Ooh, what's gonna happen?
Oh. Sorry. I don't do a great bottom voice.
You got this, bro.
Oh.
Wow. Do you hear that, guys? They don't do a bottom voice.
Yeah, even when I do a bottom voice, it's very
Gearart.
masked, so it's like it's hard to do like a feminine
Really?
bottom voice. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, did you
Maybe
read
we should
this?
try the mask voice. No.
Oh,
Me, I'll read it now.
I thought you said all right. Like, all right, I read this. Skip now.
No, I'm saying like if you don't feel like it, you can just do your usual mask bottom voice.
I'll think about
This is
it.
a lot of dialogue.
It's a lot of
I meant
narration. Yeah,
narrating, not dialogue.
it's
Yeah,
incredible
narration.
amounts of narration. I mean, I guess this
Dude.
really takes the concept of being a visual novel to heart. Like, it very much is a novel. Micah's dreary thoughts were soon interrupted by the discontented rumblings of her stomach. Oh, so that's why she did that. She's like,
Discontent.
I'm
She's
hungry.
hungry. She hungry. All of a sudden, she recalled that she had not eaten very much the night prior, or drunk very much for that matter. Okay. Her throat was parched. It seemed almost heartless to experience such base desires after her parents' deaths, but Micah's body knew little of propriety, yeah?
I think it's propriety. Propriety? Propriety.
Propriety.
Yeah.
Propriety, yes. All it cared of was its own immediate discomfort. Of course, you're a rich girl. Sure. Fortunately, Meike did not have to search for long to find a means of alleviating her hunger pangs. Somebody, Magdalena presumably, had left her a tray on her bedside table, which bore a plate of scones, a teapot, and a saucer.
Scones and tea.
Hopefully she knows how to cook. Meike soon discovered that the teapot was still warm, a few indistinct ribbons of steam unspooling still from its spout.
Nice.
Magdalena must have entered her bedroom less than half an hour prior, which Meike had been asleep, to set her breakfast down. Oh, how thoughtful. The scones, meanwhile, seemed plain, but they would be nutritious enough.
She's like, these scones are plain, but they'll do. Hello? Hello? Zai, did you disconnect? I think, let's disconnect it. I'll do a little bit of narrating in the meantime. Hold on, actually, let me message Zai. Hey, your shit disconnect, I think. Meike was surprised that Magdalena kept any food at all in her home, given the curious nature of her diet. As a vampire, did she not sup upon only blood? Where had Magdalena procured these scones? Had she made them herself for Meike's sake? The thought of her vampiric host laboring in the kitchen, her sleeves rolled up like that of a common drudge, was an amusing one. It was almost enough to make Meike smile. Wedged underneath the teapot was a note, which Meike extricated. She smoothed the note out, then examined it. The note was a perfunctory one, written in an elegant, swooping cursive. It said, quite simply, "Eat up and get your strength back. You'll need it." Nobody had signed the note, but Meike was sure it was from her mysterious hostess. Meike wondered whether the note had been intended as a friendly gesture or a threat. Perhaps a mixture of both. Meike was unsure how to feel about it, but she supposed it was nice that Magdalena had gone through the effort to take care of her. Tea and scones were better than bread and water. Magdalena might not be so bad after all. For a bloodthirsty vampire, that was, who meant one day to murder her. Meike brought the rim of the teacup to her lips and sipped at the amber liquid within. She had half expected it to taste astringent, of sharp, tangy iron, and of blood. But she soon found it was quite inoffensive. Oh, she didn't find it offensive, it was inoffensive. Maybe it's Assam? Oh wait, hold up, what's my Meike voice?
Who the hell is Assam?
Oh, Assam tea. It's like a kind of black tea. It's actually pretty good. Maybe it's Assam?
Oh.
Meike took another sip of tea and then another. Though she meant to be cautious, what if the tea was laced with something? Her thirst soon got the better of her, and she drank the whole cup in half a minute. Setting the cup back down on the saucer, Meike then turned her attention upon the scones. She ate delicately, taking care not to drop any crumbs upon her lap or the floor, though why did it matter really when the carpet beneath her was so worn? A few crumbs would hardly spoil this bedroom more than time already had. In fact, they might serve to make the room more homey. But then again, perhaps not. Or maybe she'd found a new friend, a rat in the corner in the hole. Just thinking. Maybe she could have. Maybe she could drop all the crumbs, collect some rats, train them to be your battle army, send them off. You gotta think bigger, Meike. What's up, PJ? It would have been a tall order to breathe even a modicum of life into this room. Meike doubted even Dr. Frankenstein himself could have managed such a feat, despite the cadavers he had stitched together and raised from the dead. Meike was so cold, even with the tea on her tongue. She was starting to feel distinctly cadaverous herself. She finished her breakfast, then looked around her room once more, unsettled. Surely she could not stay there, motionless, waiting for Magdalena to stop by and slaughter her. There had to be something she could do to escape her predicament. Meike rose to her feet. Boyd by sudden.
I think it's Boyd.
I don't think it's Boyd.
Yeah. I think it's Boyd.
I think it's Boyd.
Boyd.
Buoyed, is that what you're suggesting? Buoyed by sudden nervous energy and padded barefoot over to the door. She grasped the door handle and tried to turn it, but in vain. The door was locked, and it stubbornly refused to shift. Meike had expected as much and wasn't particularly surprised. Slipping out through the door would have been too easy. Next, Meike turned to the window, but her hopes of escaping via the window had already been dashed. Meike knew already the window was locked, and even if she had been able to open it, it was too high up for her to escape from. Meike stood by the desk and peered, eyes narrowed, through the dirty glass. Magdalena's garden seemed a very long way down, blanketed though it was by the fog. Meike didn't much fancy the thought of smashing the glass, and she fancied even less the thought of jumping to her almost inevitable doom. Even if she didn't break her spine, it seemed likely she would break an arm or a leg, or both. It did not seem like escape was an option, though she had, of course, known that already. Magdalena would not have been that careless. Meike sighed, defeated, and took a seat once more upon the bed, and groaned beneath her, as though in pain, sounding rather like it wanted to be put out of its misery. It said, "You got too much ass for me. Get off me, woman." Meike could hardly blame it, given how very old it must have been. She felt distinctly miserable herself, though there was one silver lining, she supposed, to her captivity.
Oh my god, dude. I hate my stupid fuck life.
What happened?
I fucking disconnected.
You disconnected again?
Yes!
If it keeps happening, we can just end it early. I mean, we already were planning on probably ending it earlier than yesterday. Because the first time we did this, I think we were in that shit for like 4 hours. I think the other stream was like 4 hours. Yeah, dude.
Same.
It was definitely gaining on 4 hours. Like, we were reading for a while. At least Henny was alright.
What happened?
What do you mean?
What happened?
Oh, basically, she found out that she can't escape. But she said there's there's one upside to all of this. Henny's alright.
Did
So
Magdalena tell her that?
No. She's just assuming, I guess. I guess she's just like, well, she got out, so she's probably fine. Meike hoped. Oh, see? Meike hoped she was alright, at least. If she was not, then... But Meike would not allow herself to finish this thought. Henny had to be alright. She simply had to. Otherwise, Meike's sacrifice would have been for nothing. Feeling the need now to distract herself, Meike rose, then shed the nightgown Magdalena had given her. She changed, not into her old dirty dress from the day prior, but into one of the new, clean gowns Magdalena had left for her in the chest of drawers. All neatly pressed frills, which smelt only faintly of mold. Now newly outfitted, Meike paced the room, wondering what she could do. Oh, okay, so now she's literally turning her into a goth baddie. She's like, alright, you're a little too normie for me, bitch. Put on some black.
Yeah.
Bitch, we need you in black.
Really nice. The design is...
Yeah, this is a gorgeous outfit. This is a gorgeous outfit design. While living with her parents, Meike's mother had often instructed her to work on her embroidery hoop. Lady von Essen had thought sewing a suitable pastime for a young woman, that or playing the piano. Meike's mother had always thought music too passionate to be appropriate, however, and In any case, Meike had not been very good at piano.
What
She'd
are you
never been
good
very
at,
good at
nothing?
embroidery either. What did you say?
What are you good at then? Nothing.
She's good at... Huh. What are her skills? She's bad at lying. She's bad at cards. She's bad at piano. She's bad at embroidery. Have we found any talents of hers yet? Like, is she good at... Like, have we found out anything she's good at yet?
Just the girl.
She's literally just the girl. Oh my god. We've only found out everything she's bad at. We haven't, like, they haven't told us anything she's good at. I mean, I guess she reads books. Like, they said that she's, like, very well read, it seems. Somebody says serving looks, serving face. That's all she knows how to do is just serve face.
Also, what is with the hand pose? Damn, she's ready at all times.
Ready for what? I don't know what this hand pose indicates.
Dude, look. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
Ready to... I mean, are we looking at the fingers? Is that the joke?
Yes.
Okay, well... I don't think she knows anything about that either. She's bad at that too, apparently, because she talked to Magdalena about sex and she was like, what? How would women have sex?
No, it was not. It was
made from
It's
that?
designs. What designs are you talking about?
What designs are you talking about? Women can't make children with each other. Why would they have sex? It's pointless.
Girls. Girls can kiss girls.
Girls can make babies with girls. You're not trying hard enough. Keep breeding that butch. Keep breeding that femme. Sorry, just want to put that message out there. Meike had sown cornflowers and magpies until her fingers had threatened to fall off. Until she had become so thoroughly sick of these twee, repetitive patterns, she had felt like hurling her hateful embroidery hoop clean through the window. Meike considered herself fortunate indeed that Magdalena hadn't left an embroidery hoop upon her breakfast tray for her. Magdalena might have been a vampire, but at least she wasn't that cruel. Meike had stitched enough hateful surlicues to last a lifetime.
I read it as cuticle, not gonna lie.
Though there was no hoop. Hoop? Though there was no hoop, and thank goodness for that. There were books. Shelves in Meike's new bedroom were full of them, old and dusty, with worn spines and crinkled pages, but quite readable. So Magdalena paid attention. She was like, oh, you said you read books and shit, right? I'm gonna get you some books. I'm gonna get you some books. She's paying attention. Meike pursued the spines with wide, curious eyes of a child, her unfamiliar gown brushing against the unfamiliar floor. Magdalena had told her last night that she might want to help herself to any of the books upon her shelves, but there were so many of them it was hard to know where to start. As there was nothing else for her to do save sit and worry, Meike decided her time would be better occupied reading. She reached out for a promising book among Magdalena's collection, The Monk by Lewis. She settled herself down upon her bed. Well, I guess she's gonna have to learn how to have the patience of a monk. So yeah, it seems appropriate. She settled herself down upon her bed among the thin covers, then opened the yellowing pages of the old tome. The pages within the leather-bound book cracked like autumn leaves, and Meike had to handle it carefully, lest she tore them. All the wonderful words were still there, however, unblemished by the passing years. Meike shifted, attempting to get comfortable as she could in so an unfamiliar environment. Then she began to read. Great. Are they gonna have us go through an entire... Okay, great. We're not gonna go through a reading montage, because I was gonna get mad if we were spending an hour talking about books. What is that laugh that you're doing, bro? You are not a TikTok. You are a real person. Laugh like a real person.
What is it? What do you mean you are not a TikTok? What does that mean?
You're laughing like you're a fucking TikTok character. Like, what the hell? What the hell is that about?
I'm just being a silly vodka, can I not?
Okay. You want to start doing the narration now that you're connected?
Yes.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, click.
I didn't read this one.
Meike spent the rest of her day abed, poring through the pages of Lewis, the monk. The monk. It was a very gripping story full of lust, murder, and intrigue, featuring a monk so debauched debauched.
Debauched, something like that. Debauched. He got debauched. That monk's a femme now. That monk is a femme now.
He took Micah's mind off her immediate concerns.
He's like, oh. Sorry.
Micah tore through the text, both delighted and disturbed by the twists and turns, though the scenes near the end, which occurred in a dingy dungeon, reminded Micah a touch too much of her plight to be fully immersive. Micah skimmed these pages, which detailed the virginal Agnes' suffering, and soon reached the conclusion wherein the wicked monk Ambrosio was tortured for his crimes. Damn.
Wow, what is this book
I have no idea what that even means.
I want to look up this book now. Lewis's. Well, I just looked up Lewis. I just looked up Lewis and nothing else. Lewis's
Lewis
monk.
It's the monk. The debauched monk.
Oh, I found a antique auction near me though. I mean, I do want to find out more about that. What is this? So what is this book about? It's a story. It tells a story of a virtuous Catholic monk who gives into his lustful urges, setting off a chain of events that leaves him damned. It is a prime example of the type of Gothic that specializes in horror. Oh my Jesus! Readers were shocked by its sexually explicit content, the themes of, I don't want to censor this word because I think that's corny, but it's a lot of sexual violence and incest, leading it to become one of the arguably most controversial Gothic novels of the 18th century. Oh my God! So this is, what the hell is this?
Damn.
Wait, the story revolves around a devoted monk, Ambrosio, who is tempted to break his sacred vows when a young man, Rosario, reveals that he is a woman, also known as Matilda, and comes to the monastery and disguises herself as a nun to become closer to him. Caught between two strong plot lines, one begins a struggle between sexual desire and religious integrity. Ambrosio soon succumbs to the temptations he had sought his entire life to shun. So what were the crimes? Well, the way they summarize it make it seem like he just fell in love with a woman, but apparently this is terrible.
I didn't know it could be a monk in like Christianity and like Catholic stuff. I thought being monk was only in like Asia.
Oh yeah, there's Catholic monks and nuns.
No way.
Yeah. Oh my God, this book is crazy. All right, I'm done looking it up. Sorry, I just really need to find out what this book was about.
Ambrosio. What a name. That's a cool name.
Ambrosio.
As Micah read, the sun began to sink. What? She just read that book all day?
I mean, she ain't had shit else to do.
Oh my God,
She's locked
bro.
in a bedroom. She's literally locked in a bedroom. She ain't got shit else to do. She
Oh
just
my God, you
book.
literally made us like read about the garden for like how many freaking minutes, and the day is gone. The day is gone.
Hey,
Okay.
apparently this is how visual novels are. I haven't played like visual novels like this before. I did not. I think we're both gonna have to get used to the pacing of it. It's like a slower pace. Because also people are usually not reading this for stream. They're reading this to like read a book, I think, but like with images. But yeah.
All right.
As Micah read, the sun
All right,
began to sink
ma'am.
outside. Shadows stretched along her bedroom floor, bidding her to light the candle which rested upon her bedside table.
This light was feeble, but it was enough to read by. She's still reading. Oh my God.
I mean,
Micah continued to scan. All right, yeah. What else can you do? Micah continued to scan the pages of the text, holding the book close to her nose so as to devour it. Are you sure, bro? That book probably moldy as fuck.
maybe
So
she's trying to
enraptured-
quicken up the process, breathe in some black mold, and just be done with it.
So enraptured by Ambrosio's suffering, she did not hear the sound of a key turning in the bedroom door.
So is it basically that he does some crazy shit, and then the rest of the book is just him being tortured? Because it seems like she's very interested in this Ambrosio torture arc.
She did not hear the sound of the door creaking open. However, a low, guttural sound, which split the silence like a moan. What?
Jesus, who's moaning?
Micah raised her head, disoriented once more to find herself in Magdalena's home, in the dingy bedroom which Magdalena had prepared for her.
Okay, I just have to know, there's no way to like turn off sexiness. I hope there's no sexiness going on. I'm just worried because there are some parts of this novel that get a little spicy, I think, and I don't know how spicy, and I was just gonna see if there was an option to make sure I don't see it too spicy, but I don't know.
Ooh,
I wasn't sure if they were just like, okay, look, color coordination. She doesn't have the heart of a goth. She doesn't have it yet. She'll get it though, but she doesn't quite have it yet.
Yes,
she's trying to convert her.
Yeah. Her hostess stood in the doorway, shockingly fair and white in the gloaming, returned perhaps to make good on her initial promises. What promise did you make again? Did she mean to kill Micah at last?
I think that's a promise.
Micah had but a scant 10 pages left to read of Ambrosio's ill-fate. What?
I'm laughing because, sorry, I did that on accident because I read it and I'm just like, it's so funny to me that she's like, oh man, I really wanted to finish this book. Can you give me like a few more minutes before you kill me? Like, can I just finish this book before you kill me? And she'd probably be like, sure.
She's too soft on her.
What, you think she should just kill her immediately? Not let her read her book?
Yeah, what are you waiting for, girl?
Read the fucking line.
Ambrosio's ill-fated adventures, yet she feared she would not see how his life would end. What? Her own existence would come to a close before that of a vile monk. Oh my god, girl.
And she's not even gonna ask? She's just like, that's not bottom shit. She's just accepting it. She's not even gonna be like, hey, can I just... Go ahead.
Bro. Micah supposed she could slip past Magdalena, then make a hasty retreat. But no, she had dawdled for too long. Dawdled. Magdalena had already locked the door behind her, and now surveyed Micah with a detached sort of amusement. Good evening to you. It feels like it's been a while since I last saw you. Did you enjoy the breakfast I brought you?
So you bought it. You didn't make it. Well, yes, I did enjoy it. Thank you for your kindness. I didn't expect you to be so considerate.
You believe that I would let you starve?
She's mad about that. She's like, bitch, who do you think I am?
You believe that I would let you starve? Magdalena tilted, her eyes sharp-red and knowing. Girl, chill out. Please, I'm not that cruel. And she's smiling now, what? I've even brought more food for you. Look, it has been a while since breakfast, and I thought you might be hungry.
So we just skip lunch entirely. She's just like, I don't really know how much my pet human eats. I mean, she's probably hungry now, right?
Now that Magdalena mentioned it, Meike could see in her hands she held another tray, much like the one she had brought earlier. Damn, you're only seeing it now? She literally has no brain.
She just like completely ignores the tray in her hand.
She just want to go back to her monk book.
She's like, just let me read this monk get tortured.
Click. The tray was laden or laden?
I don't fucking know. I think laden.
With another, laden with another teapot and a teacup and a plate upon which sat a meat pie. Ooh, still steaming.
Ooh.
And some vegetables.
I don't know why that just made me hungry.
She putting in the effort.
Somebody said we both have purple hair. Are you brothers?
Yes.
Yes.
The food smelled surprisingly delicious in the derelict air of Meike's bedroom. Micah's bedroom. Why do I keep saying that? Micah's bedroom. And Meike was almost embarrassed at how hungry she was.
I can't believe I have an appetite. That's so unladylike. Shut up, bro.
Oh my god.
Why?
She's
She
blushing.
Was almost salivary.
She's actually fucking embarrassed about
my
being
God,
hungry.
Girl, are you fucking? Oh my god, she's getting red over a fucking meat pie, girl. Oh my god.
She's like, I'm so hungry. This is so embarrassing.
Magdalena loped over to Meike, the tray in hand, then inclined her head to the bedside table. Would you mind moving that? I can't set the tray down otherwise.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I guess that, I mean, I think that's a proper reading of that line.
Fuck. Meike moved her breakfast tray onto her lap, to which Magdalena curtsied, playing
Curtsied.
once more at being a maid. Curtsied, okay. Curtsied, playing once more at being a maid. Much obliged. Obliged, yes?
Mhm.
Young madam, I'll take that away soon. But first, what's she gonna do? Magdalena unburdened herself of the dinner tray and observed Meike, one hand resting upon her hip. Okay. Are you alright?
This woman, I'm not gonna
She's
lie, she's
sad.
almost kind of pissing me off. Because, bitch, you got her captured and locked in this room where all she can do is read about a monk being
I don't
tortured.
know, she's...
And you're all of a sudden like, are you alright? Bitch, what do you think? No.
She's kind of doing bipolar right now. She just got angry and she was smiling and now she's like,
Micah
"Are you alright?"
also is like, that seems sort of an odd question.
Like, what is
Don't you
going
think?
on?
Do you believe anybody would be alright were they in my shoes?
Okay, girl's finally standing up for herself. I hope you aren't wearing any shoes. Not in my bed. They were filthy when
Why
you
did you
arrived here.
read it like that and make it sound like she wanted her bare feet out? I hope you're not wearing any shoes. She said, I hope you aren't wearing any shoes,
Sorry.
not in bed. And you're like, I hope you won't wear shoes, not in my
No, I was
bed.
reading it as like I was narrating it. I didn't know it was her dialogue. I only saw the
Freudian
name
slip,
halfway
just a
through. I'm like,
fucking
oh,
Freudian
okay.
slip. You just sound like you were just like, don't wear shoes, not in my bed. Let them feet out.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Show me your feet, girl. I know. I was just teasing. I'm not.
I wish you wouldn't.
What? Why? Are you afraid you might grow to appreciate our little spots?
Hardly. I feel to see the need to converse with my captor, that's all.
Oh, Fury you are. I'd almost forgotten. You look so very wan. You know,
Something like that.
and wary too. Something like that. The bags beneath your eyes are terrifying. They're almost black.
I wish they would have shown us some bags under her eyes. I would like to have seen that. Or
Yeah.
is this the bags under her eyes, the red?
I think that's supposed to be it, yeah.
Ah.
Did you not get much sleep last night? Are you trying to kill her? Are you trying to crack?
She's trying to crack, obviously.
What?
I tried. I failed.
I take it you had a lot on your mind.
Yes, indeed. Not that this should come as a surprise.
Wait. Were you thinking about your own fate? Sorry, I had to adjust something.
That and the fate of
What's
my
so funny,
parents.
bro?
Henny too.
You're
She's
still
getting jealous.
fussing about that silly mate of yours.
Jealous as fuck.
I have no idea why you care so much. It's most unusual. None of the ladies I knew growing up were half so besotted with their servants. They treated them more like livestock than people. Okay, livestock is just pretty like. that's
Henny is
pretty
more than a
vile
maid
word-
to me.
vile thing to
She's
say, no?
she's
Your friend? Yes, you said. How touching.
I'm gonna touch you.
Now, why don't you eat something? You must be hungry.
I am, yes, but where did this food come from? You would have no need of it, surely.
Oh, I have my ways. Magdalena smiled knowingly. Yeah.
Shut
There are merchants who sometimes travel through, through these woods, and quite fortuitously, I happened to pass one by when I went for a walk in the early hours of this morning. Aren't you a vampire? I thought you were allergic to the sun.
Heck,
This
I don't know.
food I procured from them. I guess you just built different.
You did not buy it.
I did not need to. I can be very persuasive when I wish to be. It's one of the many perks of being a member of the noble undead.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm about to call it. She's about to reject the food and say, well, you didn't buy it. You intimidated him for it, so I don't want any part of that. I won't eat. What? Do not tell me that you...
Slaughtered him? Oh no. I don't kill indiscriminately. I'm not a brute. No matter what you might think of me, and my hunger has already been satiated.
Satiated.
Satiated. For the present, by last night's feast. I used nothing nefariously as powers of flattery, so nefarious as my powers of flattery. What? Okay, let's move on. It's not so hard, you know, to bend men to your will. Oh, not when you smile at them and you remember to bat your eyelashes. Oh, she knows what she's doing. I hadn't prepared enough food to keep you going for a few days in a knapsack, plus some eggs and flour, the basic amenities, then bade him a fond farewell. He shall recall our meeting as little more than a dream. Does that satiate your curiosity?
For the moment, I suppose.
Good. You have such a lot of questions, Meike. Not that I mind them. It's nice to meet a woman so inquisitive. Now, to eat up. I'm sure that your dear Henny would not want you starving yourself. Meike did not much like the thought of eating in front of Magdalena. Oh my god, girl, it's not embarrassing to eat, okay? But she supposed her captor had a point. It was foolish to go without subsistence, especially when it smelled so tantalizing. Meike set her dinner tray upon her lap, then began to eat. She dug into the meat pie with her knife and fork, which were darkly tarnished. Meike feared that the cutlery would somehow contaminate her food, but she was too hungry to fret overly long about this possibility. Meike popped a piece of meat pie into her mouth and chewed. As she did, Magdalena watched.
Magdalena has a
She's
feederism
blushing.
fetish. Magdalena's just like, yeah, you eat that and let your tummy get big and bloated. Yeah,
Whenever
let me
you
watch
say
you
Magdalena-
eat. Let me watch you eat more.
Oh my god.
Magdalena's eyes were wide, as though she was observing something very interesting, an exotic animal in cage, perhaps, or a reaction between two volatile chemicals.
Stop
Volatile.
watching me, bro.
Meike did not think the act of her eating was so very special, but it must have been different to Magdalena.
Sorry, it's CC time.
Click.
She came
Yeah.
up to me again.
As a vampire,
Oh my god, stop.
hello?
Hello.
You could keep reading and she'll meow at you.
Oh my gosh, she's so freaking cute, you don't understand. As a vampire, Magdalena had no need to partake in meat pies or vegetables. Why was that why the simple act of Meike eating enticed her so? Damn. As Meike ate, horribly self-conscious of Magdalena's stare, what if she were to drop any food on her front? The vampire began to talk. It's been a long time since I was able to observe one of your kind going about your day-to-day life. On the rare occasions I am able to witness you, you are always in pain, screaming and crying and begging for your lives.
Okay.
That is rather entertaining in its own right, but sometimes I forget you are more than just prey. Oh my gosh, she's so alpha. You have thoughts of your own, when they aren't being disturbed by physical discomfort. You eat food, you read books, and you have friends. Dreams too. Aren't you guys literally the same? Like, you guys are like both human. I guess she has powers, but like, don't you guys do the same thing? It's hard to believe it now, but once I wasn't always so different to you. See? That was a very, very, very long time ago, though. How long we speaking? Meike detected, while sipping her tea, a note of longing in Magdalena's voice. Ooh. Her hostess' expression was inscrutable, but her ruby eyes were soft, the pale lashes that framed them trembling, as though from the force of her own emotions. Had Meike not been afraid of Magdalena, she might have sympathized with her. She purring?
Yeah.
For a few brief moments, Magdalena appeared for all the years she had lived and all the hurt she had caused, to be a young girl, younger, even than Meike herself. Not for the first time, Meike wondered how old Magdalena had been when she had been turned. Her face was smooth, so devoid of blemishes. She could not yet have been in her 20s. She would have been 18 or 19, if that. She seemed woefully young. She seemed a woefully young age to be consumed to an undying, eternal life of blood sucking, which reminded Meike.
Are you going to bite me yet?
Meike?
You said that you would. Wait, is my mic picking up? Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Oh. Ow. Magdalena blinked, and when she did, the sentimentality which had once pooled in her irises dispersed. I need to burp. Give me a second.
I say let's do to the end of this hour.
Alright.
So like about 30 minutes more.
Alright.
I'll set a little alarm too.
Okay. Newly amused, the young woman smiled and said, "You said that yesterday too, after I brought you to this chamber." Are you that desperate for me to drain your blood?
No, I'm not. Of course I don't want you to drain my blood. I'd really rather you didn't, but if you're to do it anyway, I fail to see why you should drag things out for so long. Unless you want to make me squirm.
No. Making you squirm does not sound. Making you squirm does not sound like too awful a preposition, really. You are quite charming when you are sitting, and even when you are eating. Girl, few women can pull that off, you know? But you manage it. You eat with such small, considerate bites. Like a fairy. What? Bro, what is it? She's blushing at that. She's blushing at that.
Yeah, she was a fairy.
Like a fairy.
I imagine you would be lovelier still when squirming, particularly if your face is as red as it is now.
Oh, so she's laying on the Riz.
Okay. Or now, even.
Oh, we get a little...
Hey! Here we go. Oh fuck! I just knocked out my fucking mic. Magdalena
Bro,
went
got
in.
so excited you fucking hit your mic.
Grinning wickedly, her sharp incisors on prominent display, and her curled fingers beneath Micah's chin.
Didn't they say that they're the same height, or even that she's taller than her earlier? So how did this angle happen? Literally in the prison,
She's
they
on her
said that
tippy
she's
toes.
taller than her. She's on her tippy toes. She gets on the
Yeah.
tippy toes to lay on the Riz. Go ahead.
Maybe she's flying. Can you fly?
Magdalena
read it.
leant in, grinning wickedly. Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yes. Their faces were now scanned centimeters apart, their noses almost brushing. Micah was suddenly abashedly aware of her breath, which might have smelled of meat and pastry. Self-conscious, her face burned redder still, like a furnace, as though to entice Magdalena.
Yeah, what?
Her heart hammered so very hard, she could feel it at the base of her throat, inside her skull. Could Magdalena hear it too? Why did she feel so unnerved? If she had only been afraid, that would have been understandable, but the sensation which curdled in the pit of Micah's stomach seemed comprised of more than that. Oh, what are you feeling, girl? Her brow began to sweat, as did her palms. Tremulous as a
Tremulous,
leaf,
I think?
she found
Tremulous?
herself, tremulous as a leaf. She found she could not meet Magdalena's gaze. That's why she's looking away. Okay, I see. Yes, you are lovely. Magdalena spoke, her voice appraising as she tipped Micah's head back, her eyes roving not over Micah's face, but the slender column of her neck, then the delicate blue veins which crisscrossed it. Crisscross applesauce? I would have not... What is that word?
Compunctions?
Compunctions?
Punk.
I would have no compunctions about sinking my teeth into that throat of yours. Your skin is so very warm. It is as though you were trying to entice me. You look utterly delectable. But I will abstain for now. You are so very lovely, and it would seem like a waste, almost to drain you right now. I would prefer to savor your demise like a fine wine. There is little sense in being overly hasty. And in any event, I am not that desperate. Oh, she's alpha, yo. I can abstain. I must. A muscle tightened in Magdalena's jaw and her eyes grew hard. What? Eyes grew hard, just like two stones. I have managed for long enough as it is. I would not wish to have have all my efforts undone.
What?
Hey, do the bottom line. Say,
I said what?
What?
Oh, what?
I didn't pick up.
Sorry. Oh, see, the mic doesn't even acknowledge me as a bottom. It's just like I don't even hear that shit. The mic
Oh my,
literally
shut
said
the
I
fuck
don't even
up,
hear
dude.
that
Shut
shit.
the fuck up.
What?
Literally, shut
What?
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Meike blinked at Magdalena, her eyes uncomprehending.
Will you not drink my blood then?
No, I won't. Not tonight. That was our good chat. Was that good chat?
You ruined it. You instantly
You-
ruined it. You instantly
off,
ruined
dude.
it. Who the fuck? Not tonight. Was that good chat? Chat in my alpha? Like you ruined it. You ruined it, bro. You ruined it, bro.
No. You may rest easy one night more, dear Meike. Your death is still ways off.
How far exactly?
That depends.
Upon?
Oh, I don't know. My own mood, and the movements of the moon, and how long you continue to entertain me, I suppose. I quite like the idea, you see, of having another woman in the castle I can speak to. Perhaps you can tell me about the books you've been reading when we next meet. I would love to hear your opinions. Though, of course, there isn't a single book in this castle I've not read at least thrice over myself.
She's just still holding her by her chin like, yeah, I mean, we could talk about books.
Oh my god, she's still looking away, dude. Come on, dude. Don't be pussy. There isn't much to do, really, when one has been dead for as long as I have. So she's dead? So saying, Magdalena retrieved the tray from the floor laden with Meike's breakfast things, then straightened. She cast one last, almost longing look at Meike, who shuddered beneath it, her cheeks blushing anew, like the skin of an apple.
Why is she mad?
What is with her, bro?
I'm so mad.
Before?
Like, bro, fix your face. Fuck.
With what might have been a sigh or a sob, Magdalena turned. Oh, I guess that's supposed to be her sad face? Maybe she's like upset, she don't want to
No,
leave?
she's had a sad face. You've seen her sad face. That's not her sad face. She's just being randomly like, I can't believe this. Like, shut up, bro. Fix your face.
She unlocked the door with one hand, the keys dull and matte in the candlelight, then exited, taking the tray with her. Maybe she doesn't want to do the chores.
Okay, and these fucking
there we go
hard-ass
again.
nipples.
Meike passed the night as much as she had the previous one, namely by lying abed in the nightgown Magdalena had bequeathed. How do you pronounce that word, please?
Bequeathed?
Bequeathed.
Bequeathed, I think.
Bequeathed her, trying and falling to sleep.
Somebody said, damn, it's cold in that castle. I'm just constantly drawing her with these hard-ass nipples, bro.
Thoughts of her parents continued to play upon her mind, and of her own fate, and presently, even any of that of Henny. Click. Meike wanted to believe that Henny, at least, had been able to escape. She wanted to believe that Henny would continue to live. I wish that too, bro. Hope
Me
Henny's
too.
okay.
Shini's gonna live. There's no way they die.
Yes. She would go far from Magdalena's dreary
Dreary.
home within the woods. And one day, she would meet a nice man. And they would marry. Then she would have children. Are you sure? She sounds gay as fuck, dude. Henny would be so happy. whilst Meike would soon to be reduced to a pallid, wizened corpse, drained of all its blood. But with such a fate so different from the one she would be afforded if she had wed Walter.
Wed Walter.
Wed Walter. Meike might, in a perverse way, have been better off as Magdalena's captive than she would Walter's bride. At least here, in Magdalena's home, she had a bed to herself. Wait, like, I thought you didn't know who Walter was.
That's the
Is
thing
Walter,
is,
like, really
she
a really
doesn't
bad
know
guy?
Walter, and she's just having an arranged marriage to him. She doesn't want to be in an arranged marriage. She'd have to share a bed with a guy she doesn't know, and be married to him.
Oh, okay. It was an aged bed, yes, which creaked beneath her weight, but it was hers. There was no danger of Walter, or anybody else for that matter, joining her.
Okay, asexual
Hey.
queen, yes.
If Meike was to die in this bed, then so be it. Damn girl, she would welcome it. Don't die, bro. That shit kills you. Don't die.
Shut.
If Henny was alright, then she did not care what happened to herself. Oh, how selfless. Her own life was, and always had been, unimportant. I'm pretty sure that's not true, but okay.
PowerPoint presentation effects again.
If Meike slept poorly that night, then she was not the only one.
Oh, are we about to get a Henny
Come
update?
on, Henny. Unbeknownst to Meike, Henny was finding it similarly hard to escape into the warm embrace of sleep.
Oh, we got 2 hydrates. Oh, sorry, Salsa Patel. I didn't see that 36 minutes ago, and then we got another one from Minnie Mooney. All right, Lish, we got a hydrate. Drink a little water.
I have a cup right beside me.
Why am I not getting noise notifications when people do things? That's so strange.
Can I go pee real quick? I drank a lot of water.
Yes, you have permission to pee,
Let me go
Sigma. Thank you, Alpha.
Ew. Go piss. Alright, chat, we do a little brief break, and we pee and we drink water. We are busy. We are busy. she's done pissing. I was gonna
Sorry,
really lay on the cringe, and then I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. That's the limit. That's the limit.
I got a little hungry.
You
So
got a
I
little
went to
hungry.
the
What did you
fridge.
get? What did you get?
I didn't get anything, but I went to the fridge to take off some chicken to leave it out the door so I can eat it after the stream.
Can you cook it all the way through this time, please?
Yes, please. Yes, I will. Okay, damn. It was just 2 times.
Don't eat undercooked
No,
chicken.
3.
Don't eat raw chicken, please, God.
No, because if you're overcooking it, that means you're killing all the protein, and you don't want that.
I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think raw chicken is a better alternative.
Yes, it is. What do you know?
I have nothing I could say. Somebody in chat said, please cook the chicken. I'm still traumatized by the raw chicken incident. See, like, nobody wants you to do this to yourself,
I will.
bro.
Okay.
Nobody wants you to do this.
Okay, damn. Fine. If you say so.
Alright, unbeknownst to Meike,
Oh my god.
Henny was finding it similarly hard to escape the warmth embrace of sleep. To escape into the warm embrace of sleep. Henny's day had been a busy one, and she was still reeling from it all. See, I'm gonna practice it though. Sitting upright in her own bed, Henny found herself turning in the events of her own day. Okay, this accent's drifting. I feel it in my mouth
Of her own
drifting.
day over in her mind. Oh.
Oh, now we're in black and
Oh
white.
my gosh, she made it to Augsburg.
It had been in the very early hours of the morning. See, it like drifts into like Irish or Scottish or something. I'm not sure what that is. It had been very early in the hours of the morning that Henny had finally made her way to Augsburg, transported there by a kindly merchant she had met during her meanderings in the forest. Henny had thanked the merchant profusely for his help, and had then set about looking for Walter Gearart's home. Henny knew its location well, though she had only been there twice before. It was a large, imposing building, one of the finest in the vicinity, which could have rivaled the von Essen home, but it was more modern in construction. It was not the sort of house one could forget in a hurry. The sun had only begun to rise in the increments as Henny walked through the Augsburg streets, and had turned a marvellous shade of pinkish red as Henny arrived at Walter Gearart's doorstep. The sunrise was very beautiful, but Henny hadn't been afforded the time to go up and stare. She had more important matters to attend to. Walter's maids had been beginning to stir when Henny set her knuckles to the door and rapped, anxious all the while that she would be taken for a beggar and turned away. Henny's clothes, once neatly pressed, had endured quite the battering during her wandering in the woods. Her apron was torn and flecked with dirt, and the soles of her shoes were encrusted with the stuff. Henny's cheeks and hands had been marred with cuts, and her fingernails had been rendered opaque with mud. Opaque. She'd looked so very grimy. She would not have been at all surprised if Walter's servants had called the bailiffs on her. Her appearance had not been one which would inspire confidence, nor invitations inside Walter's spacious drawing room. Henny had fretted that Walter's housekeeper might send her away in disgrace. Despite her fears, however, Henny had refused to move. It had been too important that she speak to Walter, that she speak to somebody. She had known, as she stood there, that she needed somebody to listen to her. Henny
Oh my fucking god, just go in. Sorry. Please, girl.
Thank you for clipping that a star with a name. Hi, Zenta.
Clip what?
Knocked and knocked, her knuckles sore against the wood, until she had finally heard the sound of footsteps. The door had opened, and before Henny stood Walter's housekeeper, a tall, austere woman named Gertrude Schreiber, whom Henny had met twice before. Henny had recognized Gertrude in all her straight blonde hair. For a housekeeper, she was unusually young, but it had taken Gertrude several moments longer to recognize Henny. She had appeared ready to slam the door in Henny's begrimed face, her expression one of revulsion, until Henny called out to her. Oh, please don't be... should I continue trying to do the accent? How's it sounding so far, Chad? How's it sounding so far, Lush?
Good, good.
Are you just saying that to be nice?
I can't actually tell. Like, I can't even...
Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough.
It just sounds like English to me.
Oh, please don't be alarmed. I know what it looks like, but I'm not a beggar. It's me, Henrique, Lady Meike's maid. I've come here on her behalf to let you know that there's been an accident. A horrible accident. I need to speak to your master at once. It's very important. Please let me have a word with Herrn Gearart. You can narrate now. I just wanted to practice the accent a little bit.
Okay. Henny's cries for help must have been
Effusive.
effusive enough to thaw even Gertrude's icy exterior, for the housekeeper's expression had eventually softened. Gertrude, am I saying that right? Gertrude?
Gertrude.
Gertrude?
That's a name. Gertrude is a name.
Yeah. How do you say it again? Say it one more time.
Gertrude. Gertrude ASMR.
Gertrude.
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 All the
Oh my,
Gertrudes
shut the
in-
fuck up.
All the Gertrudes in chat having a really good day today.
Hey, Gertrude. Hey,
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Gertrude. Okay. Gertrude promised in clipped tones that she would allow Henny to speak to her master, but not before she made herself presentable.
Somebody in chat said,
Damn,
Henny
girl,
says,
is he like...
Henny says accident, but
Yeah.
everyone involved did everything on purpose. Oh, wow.
Oh my god! Oh my god, she's a baddie. Gertrude.
These two together, maybe.
I don't... What? Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
How
I don't know.
do I voice her?
Oh, wait, this is a new character. Hold up. I could do this.
Yes,
Let me
it's a
think
new
of a
character.
voice.
Yes.
I would try to do a German accent, except I know my German accent is terrible.
I don't care what it is you've been through. You must have been savaged by wolves in the woods for all I care. Sorry.
I guess that's Gertrude's line. Whatever it is
No,
you've
you say
endured, whatever it is you've endured, I will not let you see my master like that. It would reflect poorly upon me as his housekeeper if I let all the riffraff off the streets into his home. You will need a bath first, at the very least. And we must do something about your clothes, too. Why, you look as though you've been dragged through a hedge backwards. I don't even know what accent I just tried to do there. It was like British, but it was like a little not.
And he tried to impress upon Gertrude the importance of what it was she had to communicate. There are things more important than clothes, but Gertrude being Gertrude had none of it. What the hell, Gertrude? Icily, unimpressed by Henny's pleas, Gertrude had made it clear that Henny would have a bath at least before she would be allowed within spitting distance of her ma- What a way to describe, bro.
This is a great
Spitting
privilege, you know.
distance.
Hot water is a rare commodity. My own girls are not often afforded this luxury. You ought to be grateful.
Oh, that voice fits her. Ah, nice. Henny was grateful, she supposed, that Gertrude had allowed her into the Gearart home at all, but she had been less so at her insistence that her news could wait until all the dirt had been scrubbed from between her fingers and toes. Sorry, bro, that was so fucking... Sorry. Henny had known full well while she bathed, that Meike could have been languishing in a prison cell, or worse, being put to death. It had taken almost 2 hours before Gertrude was satisfied with Henny's appearance, at which point the sun had risen and the last vestiges
Something. Yeah, vestiges, I think? I don't know.
Vestiges of the night had been swept away. Swept away. Henny had not been permitted a chance to sleep throughout the night, save for the brief spell where she had been unconscious in Magdalena's cell. Though needed after her bath, her skin washed free of filth, and her body shrouded in a clean uniform identical to the one which Walter's serving drudges wore, Henny still felt exhausted to the point of delirium. Henny had been so tired, she had feared she would collapse before she was able to properly explain to Walter the dangers his fiancée had found herself in. But Henny had known that she had to try. Thought she had to try. Oh my freaking god, why is he serving cunt?
I was thinking like, oh, like literally like serving, like smizing. Like,
Why is he giving fears?
It's giving like.
Why is he giving?
It's giving like before you make that face, you go, ooh. Like that's
yeah, like the fucking mewing face.
Bro's mewing. Bro's literally mewing right now.
Oh my god.
She's so cute.
Bro, why is
oh my
it
god, she's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute.
She looks like a little ball.
And her little blush.
Who did your hair, bro?
Her little blush. Oh, she's so cute. Her big old titty. Sorry. Anyway, read the line. You are not a TikTok. Stop laughing like that.
What do you mean? What I do? That was my normal laugh.
You don't laugh like that.
But I do. But I do.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
So feminine. Grr. So cunty. Yeah. He's so slay, bro. I love him. I love him already.
I don't.
It had been little after 9 o'clock. Why?
We don't have to talk about it.
That Henny. Okay. It had been a little after 9 o'clock that Henny had been permitted entry to Walter Gearart's. These names are making my tongue do a backflip, dude. Gearart's study.
It's because they're German.
Oh, okay.
So you can say them however you want, honestly. It's not easy to say. Gearart, something like that.
Gearart, okay. Walter Gearart, wherein she found the master of the manor. Manor? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Cleanly shaven and sipping a cup of tea.
So I don't like him because it's an arranged marriage. I don't know him enough yet, but I just have a bad feeling about him. I have a bad feeling about him.
Maybe he's gay. He looks gay. Walter had seemed surprised to see Henny, and had regarded her initially with some confusion. Oh, he stopped mewing. Oh, he looks beautiful. What the fuck? That is a beautiful man. Goodness me, I did not think, when Gertrude said I had a visitor, that it would be you.
Okay. We're gonna have to pause on that first.
British,
yeah, that was. I had to be so honest with you. That time it was bad. Before it was good, but when you did it for his voice.
Okay, I wasn't trying to be good. Okay.
Wait. I think you could do a good. Let's maybe not make him British, but I think I want to hear your voice for this because you have like a slightly deeper voice than me. I think.
How do I even say it? Goodness me.
Just pretend to be a man. Pretend you're on Xbox.
Goodness me. I did not think when Gertrude said I had a visitor, it would be you. Fuck, I can't. You are Frau Henrique, correct? My Meike's maid? My Meike's maid? Henny had not liked the way that Walter said oh my god, Henny. Oh my god, this is a harem. This is oh my god, they're all trying to crack Meike. The wedding had yet to be held, and now perhaps it never would be.
But she swallowed her distaste regardless. Oh, did you just disconnect? Bro just disconnected again. Yep. Oh, I gotta piss too. Okay, we're probably gonna wrap this up soon. She had always been trying to tell Meike, after all, that she should be happy at her future wedding to Walter. Sorry, we're quitting the British accent. It slipped out a little bit there. Walter was a very good man, Henny had told herself. A gentleman, despite his lowly origins. He had been born from nothing, and with a series of shrewd investments, had built himself an empire. He cared for Meike. The possessive manner in which he spoke of her proved it, and he would surely rush to her side once he knew of her plight. That had been Henny's hope, at least, as she stood in Walter's study. Yes, that is right, Herr Gearart. I'm Henrique. I'm flattered that a great man such as you remembers a lowly maid like me. But of course I remember you. We've not been afforded the opportunity to speak, but you and my Meike are thick as thieves. One can scarcely be seen without the other. In that sense, you're very like a pair of conjoined twins. You could be a modern medical marvel, almost. Walter had laughed at this, a sound which seemed rather inappropriate to Henny after she had endured so many horrors the night prior. Walter had not yet known, of course, about the bandits and the bloody violence they had wrought, and Magdalena, but Henny thought he could at least have looked concerned that his fiancée, who had been supposed to visit him the day prior, was nowhere in evidence. Did he not care that Meike had vanished, seemingly into thin air? Perhaps he had consoled himself, as all men of great import do, that nothing had gone wrong, that nothing could go wrong, given his vast riches. He must have reassured himself the night prior that Meike's carriage had been waylaid by some innocent purpose. Perhaps a faulty wheel, or a need for new horses. He had not, after all, been worrying of Meike and her welfare. He did not care. Speaking of which, Walter had leaned forward in his chair, his laughter ceasing, to examine Henny with a newfound degree of thought. Huh?
You did that voice so good.
You think?
Yeah, dude. That was like, who the fuck was that? That was you. Wow.
Thanks. I do not see your twin with you right now. Is my lovely Meike not in your company? Oh. That's my alarm to remind me to eat. Whoop.
I do not see your twin with you right now. Is my lovely Meike not in
I should
your
turn that off
company?
on stream days.
Where is
It's
my
not like I get up and go eat. I should reschedule it on stream days.
Oh my
Lush is right. Thanks. Is my lovely Meike not in your company? About that.
I'll do Henny now.
Okay.
Not that.
Oh, don't tell me she fell wait, hold up, I have to. Oh, don't tell me she fell sick on the journey here. That would truly be heartbreaking. I'd hate to think of my dear fiancé convalescing in some miserable inn on the roadside.
No, that isn't quite it. You see?
Then is she not sick? Where the devil is she then? Don't tell me she's having cold feet. Did she send you here, Fräulein Henrike, to break my heart in her stead? It seems unlike Meike, her being one of the fairest of her sex, but if her parents are having second thoughts...
It isn't that either. Ladies, Meike's not sick, but I'm afraid she might be, and irreversibly so, if you don't do nothing to save her. Oh, Herr Gearart, it's awful what happens. You'd hardly believe it. If you'd seen what I'd seen, if you knew what I knew, then... Oh, what? It was horrible. It was simply horrible, like something from a nightmare. We were traveling through the woods, Gearart, the Von Essen and me, your Meike included, when we were set upon by bandits. They stormed the carriage, and they demanded... I don't rightly remember, but they asked for all sorts. They asked for jewels, and when that weren't enough, they went after the gold. And when that weren't enough, they took out their blades and...
Jove.
Walter's face by this point had turned very pale, while traces of merriment summarily dispersed.
They didn't harm my Meike, did they?
They meant to, Gearart, but they couldn't finish their job. They made the short walk of Lord and Lady Von Essen, and their coachman too. The poor bastard. But they didn't get their grubby hands on Lady Meike. I saw to that. I took her hand during the hubbub. I took her hand during the hubbub and led her out of the woods, out into the woods. We ran, and we ran, but the bandits were too fast. They gained on us. I feared all was lost, but then...
But then...
Walter leaned closer still, almost driving his elbow into his half-drunk cup of Earl Grey as he did so.
What happened? What happened, Fra Henrique? Surely you and Meike must have survived, or else you would not be standing here now. Looking shaken, I admit, but in one piece. Please tell me my Meike was all right.
She... It's... That is to say...
Henny had thought of nothing save talking to Walter Gearart over her flight from Magdalena's abode, but at this crucial moment, she had found herself quite at a loss. How could she tell Walter Gearart of Magdalena? It sounded ridiculous, the sort of the tale which could only exist within the pages of penny dreadfuls. Dracula was a known figure even amongst the literate, yeah? Is that it?
Oh, Jesus, I have no idea.
Literati? I'll just go with
Illuminati.
Illuminati, yeah. Who considered gothic horror beneath them, but he had no place in polite society. One did not simply discuss vampires out in the open, in oak panel studies such as Walter's, not so well-dressed wealthy men who had made their fortune in mundane affairs like the railways. Henny did not know Walter particularly well, but she could tell from his clothes and his demeanor that he fancied himself a staunch rationalist. It had been immediately obvious that such a man would ever hold with vampires. Even Henny herself, being born to a superstitious mother who wore about her neck a lucky rabbit's foot, could scarcely credit that she had been seen. It had been blatantly unbelievable. She would not have believed it. Were she in Walter's position? But she had no choice but to. After all, she had witnessed. She had seen those bandits torn to pieces before her eyes, smelt their blood, and heard their screams. Their deaths had imprinted themselves upon her eyelids like a tableau?
Yeah.
She saw it when she blinked, her thoughts steeped in crimson. How could she make Walter see what she had seen?
He's just sitting there staring
could
at
she
her
make him
like,
understand?
bitch, are you gonna tell me what happened to my fiance?
Henny
Come on,
had figured
hello?
it would be a tall
Henny?
order.
Henny, is she alive? Keep reading the line.
She's
Henny,
particularly
Henny!
given her limited vocabulary.
is she alive?
Mike had always been
Hey!
better at describing things than she, but
Why
she
don't you
had known
say
she
it
had
to me?
to try.
Are you in
God.
shock? Henny! Oh, stop now.
And there was nothing else for it. Henny had forced herself to swallow down her anxiety. It had tasted, strangely enough, of cod liver oil, and began her missive. She told Walter of the mysterious woman who had come to their rescue, who had pulverized the skulls and spines of the pursuing bandits as a child might crumble. Paper? Yeah. She told him of awakening. She told him of awakening in a darkened cell, with only one window of meeting Magdalena, and the ultimatum Meike had struck with her. Henny had relayed a good deal of information to Walter, and she had seen him shifting. Walter had examined her, not with fear, as she hoped, but with something harder to ascertain. Was it perplexity, perhaps? Or worse, pity? Henny had known, even before Walter spoke, that it was a lost cause. Convincing Walter of Meike's plight had been her only task, and she had failed. Oh no,
So
you
cute.
did your best,
I hate
Henny.
seeing her sad,
Okay.
but she's so cute when she's sad.
Look at her lips.
She's
So
so
cute.
pouty and her eyes are
She had
big.
not been able to sway him.
Why do I sound like an old woman? She's so pouty and her eyes are so big I could just pinch her little cheeks. Oh, she's so cute. I sound like an old ass woman.
No. He had not believed her. Well,
And now he's back to serving. That is quite the tale, Frau Henrique.
No, it isn't a tale. It's true. I tell you every last word of it. Lady Meike had been imprisoned by a vampire and...
I've heard enough. If I don't act, and quickly, she will be drained of all blood and will soon die. Yes, I did hear that. That would be awful indeed, if it were true, but...
It is true, fuck. It is true. Gearart, I swear it's true. On my own mom's life, I wouldn't tell such a great pack of fibs, not over something so important.
Can't imagine that you would, no. I know little of you, but I am aware of your loyalty to my Meike. She trusts you with her life, or so I've gathered. More so than she trusts me. She flinches away from all of my caresses, but she isn't half so cold
No.
towards your affections.
Then surely you must be able to see that I'm being honest. This is matter of life and death. My lady's very life, it's at stake.
Yes, indeed. I understand.
Will you send out a search party then? It isn't too late. Meike lives may still be spared if only you act.
I suppose it wouldn't be in your best interest to believe that, yes. Dumb sparrow and all that.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, forgive me my bad habit. It's Latin, Cicero. It means while I breathe, I hope. As you survived your ordeal, Frau Henrique,
Oh my
it
God,
would
dude.
behoove you to cling to the belief that the young Lady von Essen might still live. But, alas, it seems rather unlikely, don't you think, after all you have related?
No, Gearart. What I said is nothing but the truth. You have to believe me.
And like I said, I do believe you. About the bandits, at least. Unfortunate though that is, it really is a bloody business. I can accept, however, unwillingly that this did, indeed, come to pass. It's not inconceivable that the Lord and Lady von Essen met their demise thus, vita incerta more certissima. As for your talk of vampires, however, this is something I cannot accept. No sensible man would. What you have related would go down very well, I am certain, in the company of writers. They are careless, feckless sort, but it will hold no water with me. You must have hit your head, Frau Henrique, while reading from these bandits. That, or your fear has undone you. Not that I blame you. You've endured a good deal for a member of the fairer sex. Why, even most men, I fear, would have gone to pieces, circumstances being what they were. Your thoughts have been addled. Your delusions...
Walter had stressed this word. His fingers steepled together upon his ascrator?
I don't fucking know what that word is.
Whatever that is, bro.
About vampires are nothing more than a coping mechanism to soften the reality of the situation. Meike, too, must have perished.
What? No! Gearart, please! Henny had tried to appeal to Walter's sympathies, but in vain. One look at Walter's countenance, now closed off, had told Henny all that she needed to know. Walter had thought her quite insane. Is it that hard to believe?
Yes. I think a spell of bed rest would do you some good, Frau Henrique. Though you are not one of my servants, I am not so very unkind that I would cast you out onto the streets. You've witnessed horrors that I can only guess at, and I'm very sorry for your loss. You may remain here, if you wish, for as long as you feel the need to. Get some rest, and do try to calm down. I will summon a physician to look over you, in the meanwhile, to see if anything is awry. I suppose I ought to summon the police once you have had a chance to rest, so you might give them an account of what you witnessed in the woods. They will be very interested in the fates of Lord and Lady von Essen, and of my Meike, too. I would advise you, however, against telling them all this malarkey about vampires. I fear they may be less understanding than I, and you may be hauled to asylum for your troubles.
Oh my god.
I would not want you to be incarcerated, Frau Henrique, and I doubt my Meike would want that either. It is a miracle you were able to escape with your life. Do not waste it. Remember, o quam cito transit gloria mundi. You should know what that means, you stupid wench. Now you are dismissed. Gertrude will show you to your new lodgings, if you will be so kind. Yes, Herr Gearart. Right away, sir.
Gertrude, who has been standing. Gertrude, what a name, dude. Gertrude, who had been standing in the corner of Walter's study, as unobstructive as a houseplant made to escort Henny to servants' quarters. Let's go. Henny had cast her gaze back to Walter before she left, her brow furrowed. Walter had begun to sip once more at his breakfast tea, as though he had not a care in the world. Damn, he don't give a fuck that Henny's.
He said that
Mike's
bitch dead. I'm
parents
over it.
died.
She ain't let me crack. That's whatever.
The sight of Walter drinking his tea as if it were any other Monday morning had filled Henny with a certain urge to take the teapot and unbend its content all over Walter's officious-looking face. But powerful though this urge was, Henny was abstained.
And he had abstained.
Oh, and he had abstained. What would that accomplish? It would not help Meike. Yes, it wouldn't. Making an enemy of Walter Gearart would only serve to render Henny's homeless. Henny's homeless, cast out to the streets, with nowhere else to turn. Oh, that is beautiful. Begrudgingly, Henny followed Gertrude, the door of Walter's study closing behind her with a thud. Henny had spent the rest of the day convalescing in bed in the dingy servants' quarters. That looks kind of good. Walter was a man of his words, if nothing else, and he had summoned a physician later in the day to look Henny over. This physician gave Henny a brief examination. Examination. Okay, examination. Then declared that she was physically fit, but mentally exhausted.
A day or two of bed rest would do her good. She has something of a fever, and she seems distracted.
The physician's report had been so mild, Henny could have laughed in his face. Was it any wonder she seemed distracted, when even now, Meike, her Meike, not Walter's, was in Magdalena's thrall, languishing, in all likelihood, in a dungeon?
Let's see how long it takes for us to get out of this scene. Once the scene is done, I say we wrap up for the day.
Alrighty.
Henny wished to fly to Meike's side, but could not. She was more exhausted than she had anticipated, and lying down to made it more so. Dazed and disoriented, Henny had begun to drift in and out of slumber. Her dreams were broken, yet largely featured Meike. Her eyes wide, lips parted in a horrible scream. Henny had slept so much during the day that when the night fell, she found herself unable to rest. Walter's scullery maids, upon arriving in their quarters, had regarded Henny with some surprise. They fell upon her with curious questions, all buzzing excitedly, like so many moths drawn to a brightly flickering flame. Where are you from? The girl asked.
When did you arrive here? And how long will you be here?
Henny had been in no fit state to answer these queries. However, she had almost relieved when the sour-faced Gertrude came to scold her and scold her underlings for their rowdy misconduct.
Oh, do leave Frau Henrike alone. She has had a trying series of days by all accounts, and she needs to rest. That is what Herr Gearart has decreed, and I will not have any naughty girls disobeying his orders.
Naughty girls.
I have no idea what accent this is, by the way. Now stop with your silly chatter. Oh, and now we drifted. Now stop with your silly chatter. I doubt Frau Henrike wants to listen to you, and your friendly overtures are all in vain. She's not one of our servants, and I doubt she will be staying here much longer.
Gertrude's stern address seemed to do the trick for the maids, kept a wide berth from Henny throughout the night. They talked among themselves and played cards, and only occasionally did they glance to look at her, curious, no doubt, about these trying days Henny had endured. The maids had eventually begun to yawn, and at 10 o'clock they took their beds, snuffling snores and creaking beds frames soon filling the room. The 6 scullery maids in Walter's employ all slept, but Henny found she could not.
She's so cute!
Oh my god, she looks so cute. Look at her little hat. Restless and agitated, Henny now found herself standing by the window. Suddenly feeling claustrophic. Oh my god. Claustrophic.
Oh wait, that isn't claustrophobic.
No,
that is claustrophic. Yeah. Why?
Yeah, claustrophic. Yes. She unlatched it. Then she let her arms rest upon the sill and looked out into the streets. The sky outside was black as pitch and scattered with stars, the moon round and full. The moonlight played against Henny's cheeks. Bro, why is like all these environment, like at first the wind was playing with her, and now the moon, like why are they all harassing her, dude?
Felt up by nature right now. Nature deep in her guts right now.
Against Henny. What the fuck?
Sorry, my fault. Go ahead.
The moonlight played against Henny's cheek, turning it paler than it already was, while the cool breeze caressed her hair. I want to caress her hair too.
Me too.
One of the maids
I'm gonna caress more than her hair.
Closest to the window. Okay, good to know. Agnes, Henny. Henny thought her name was stirred in her sleep, perhaps disturbed by the open window. Her eyelids, however, did not flutter. Henny afforded the girl only a brief glance before returning her gaze once more to the night sky. Somewhere out there, sequestered away in the woods, was Meike. Henny was certain that Meike lived still, and that as surely as Henny was thinking of her friend was thinking of her. And they were friends.
Don't worry, Meike.
Henny murmured this under her breath, as though not to wake Walter's scullery maids. Her face turned to the cold.
I've not forgotten you. I never will. I'll find a way to rescue you, with or without Gearart's help. You don't need him. Not when you have me.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
You know, I'm starting to think you might have been right about him.
Here, Henny allowed herself to smile, though the situation was not all that funny.
He isn't a worthy husband for you, and I don't give a damn he can speak Latin. There are many, many other qualities I'd rather have in a man.
Like red hair and nice supple breasts and blue eyes and a waifish figure. Like, kind of like Micah, but not quite Micah, because Micah's a woman and I couldn't be with a woman, but if there was a man like Micah...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You deserve much better.
All right, let's wrap it up there.
Ooh la la.
Save. Yes, over
This is
right
good.
there.
I'm getting invested into this.
Yeah, I mean, it is
I'm
starting to
kinda
pick up a
getting
little
used to
bit.
the
Yeah, it is starting to pick up a little bit. All right, chat. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us for that. Oh, I'm here. Stay many times. Yeah.
I hope so too. Even if it's not a poly ending, I would love to see them fight over Meike.
Oh, they're definitely giving some a poly ending, especially if they keep calling fucking Henny frumpy. Like Henny's like I just don't have faith that the same writer that calls Henny frumpy and like just like makes her seem like she's so much less. Oh, the music. Whoops. I don't have hope that the same writer who writes Henny as Lumpin. Is there still music playing? There's no more music playing.
I have no idea.
It's gonna give us a poly ending. But I would love that. Actually, honestly, I can't lie. I'm not even really feeling the vampire. I'm not even really feeling the vampire yet, at least. I would love to play the vampire as a character, but I actually don't feel chemistry between the vampire and Meike. I feel incredible chemistry between Henny and Meike, however. But I don't actually feel chemistry with the vampire and Meike. It just seems like a stereotypical Beauty and the Beast. I captured you, but I'm seductive and a little bit sadistic and I'll play with you, and you're just a bottom, so you just accept it. Like, I don't actually feel chemistry from that.
What the?
Like, I wish we would have seen them like kind of having a laugh a little bit. Like, it just kind of seems quite like you're stuck here, and I'm flirting with you, so that means we have chemistry. Like, that feels like what we're signing us up for. Yeah, I would have loved if they like shared a laugh. Yeah, like it just seems very much like
anything.
It's very much the fantasy of like the typical bottom fantasy of like, I don't have to do anything or even admit I want you, and you just know I want you, and you just sweep me up and you just take me. And I don't see a lot of chemistry in that. I would love if Meike perhaps had a little bit more back and forth, or if they had a little more like intellectual sparring a little bit, like it's just sort of like, I guess I had to accept this. I'm so helpless. I hope someone saves me. But Meike and Henny, I think, are actually quite cute.
Embarrassed.
Even though they're not equals either, it almost feels a little bit more like they're like equals in a way. I love that I don't know what y'all are talking about. Well, if you wasn't watching,
What?
Oh man, I really want a strawberry
Is my
shake outside.
off? My Wi-Fi is so bad.
No, your shit was fine, but what we try, like, I just read when your shit went out, I saw it, and so I continued reading, so it really wasn't that much of an inconvenience as far as the stream. Like, it was fine. We figured it out.
All right.
Thanks for doing the stream with
It's
me,
not cutting
Sigma.
off right now, right?
Thanks for doing the stream with me.
I don't. Why do you talk like that? We don't do that. We don't
Yes, we
do that.
Yes, we do.
We don't do that.
When
No, we
do that
don't.
with the West, we talk
No,
to
we
each other.
don't.
Hi, Sigma. Hi.
No,
Hi,
that's
Sigma.
you. That's just you.
Thanks for doing the stream with me.
No. No. Are you mocking me?
Why is every time I make a joke, it has to be at your expense? You are so...
Because who the fuck even say Sigma? Only I do that.
You do that. That is true. I did get that from you, and so you're like the only person I say the word to because you say it so often. I will admit that. So maybe I am maybe I am inadvertently making fun of you. I just don't realize.
Okay, you can make fun of me, Sigma. We're not the same pack after all.
I'm going to end the stream there. All right, guys.
Bye-bye. Are you serious? I cannot tell if you're serious.
I actually did go the ending stream, but I went back to the chatting stream because I was like, that was just a joke. That was a joke. It was a bit.
Oh, okay.
But we are ending the
I
stream
can
soon,
actually
but just
tell.
not right there. You can't tell. I usually when I'm
Yes.
actually, you know what? Today I have been giving mixed signals a little bit. I think so. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. And this no, someone's screaming in chat. End the stream. End the stream. End the stream. No, damn it! Please end the stream.
Why?
That's my mom pinned end the stream. My mom typed end the
Ooh.
stream and then pinned her own comment.
What the flip?
All right, you have anything
Also,
you
I
want to say
saw
to them?
some. Yes,
saw
I
some what?
saw someone say, "Who even says baka in 2025?" I do. Okay,
Yeah, you
frick
do.
off,
You
dude.
do.
Want a baka forever?
You're so Gen Z. Sometimes it's crazy.
Yes. Yes. Are you my
Yes.
silly kitten? Are you baka? Yes, say you're baka. Say. Thank you. I hope my narrating was good. I was really nervous and I stuttered a lot, but this time I think I didn't stutter that much.
No, you
Yes.
did really good. You did really good today. I was actually really impressed with you today. You did really, really good on the narration. You
Yeah.
the only time you ever
Oh my
stuttered was
God.
on words that were like, I would have stuttered on them too.
Okay.
You did a great job.
Thank you. Yes.
Everyone in chat
I'm
gave
so
Lush
excited.
praise. Everyone in chat gave Lush praise.
Everyone praise me right now. Okay. Hey, Frey, go, everyone, go. The
Someone
narrating
said,
is very
"Motherfucker, stop
cute.
edging."
It's not supposed to be cute. It's not supposed to be cute. It's supposed to be Sigma and sultry and seductive and very, very amazing.
You get out of my ear, bro. You back up.
What is FTW?
I don't even know. For the win. Oh, that's some. Oh my god, that's some old school internet lingo.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Alright,
everyone.
guys,
Thank you for having me.
I have a new video dropping today. Lush put out a new
Yes.
video this week. Everybody watch our audios. Have a great day.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes.